First of all, congratulations on this film. So much fun.
Thank you.
Talk to me about how Sissy fits into the plot of everything that's going on.
Sissy plays the romantic interest. She plays, I think, the part of Spenser's life that gives him the most stress, even though he's always being beaten up. So she's the love interest, and I think she's his partner in crime. I know she's his partner in crime toward the end, and she's his ride or die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't your first time working with Mark. You guys did, what was it? Instant Family
We
together.
did Instant Family. Together is putting it strongly, but
Sure.
I was in the scenes.
But talk to me about your working relationship with Mark and how maybe you stumbled upon Spenser Confidential.
Well, I was, just like every actress, sent an audition, so I went to the audition. But once we got the role, you know, he's Mark Wahlberg. He's one of the biggest movie stars in the
Sure.
world, maybe ever. And so my focus was never to mess up. I was like, when you are the least accomplished actor on a set, all you have to do is show up on time, know
Right.
your lines, and not mess around. And just watching him and the way he operates and the way he treats people and the way he's so present in a scene and professional, it was a real lesson.
Now, you're a brilliant comedian.
Thank you.
And the thing is, with Peter Berg's kind of style, were you guys given like a little bit of freedom to like improv your guys' stuff?
We absolutely were. Peter was not precious about the dialogue, and we had some great dialogue to work with, and we had our script, but he allowed us to improvise scenes. He allowed me to even write some of my own lines, and he allowed me to have confidence in creating this character and
Sure.
putting forth ideas. And he was extremely collaborative, and he didn't have to be.
From this show was an 80s show back in the day. Robert B. Parker, I believe, wrote it. Were you familiar with the show at all back then?
I had never even heard of the show until I got the audition, so I did my research just to know.
Sure.
But the movie and the book are worlds apart.
Absolutely.
So that is the source material, but it's a totally different thing.
Now, talk to me about the Boston accent.
Okay.
So I can't do one myself. I'm terrible at it. But how did you really perfect it? Because I think you have a great Boston accent.
Thank you. So far, no one from Boston has said that, but that's the way they are.
I'm from LA, so I wouldn't know any better.
You're
anyway.
like, I don't care. Once I had the part, I know this sounds insane, but I had no linguistics coach. I had no vocal coach.
What?
So they just didn't have it because I guess they thought I did it in the audition well. So they're like, oh, she must have it. But you don't say every word in the audition, and improvising in someone else's accent is a tricky thing because you have to think about how you're sounding versus what you're saying. So I ran everything through a filter of what would Peter Griffin sound like.
Really?
Yes, because I know exactly what he sounds like. I've watched so many episodes of Family Guy. So I filtered, it was the Peter Griffin method. And I just went through that. I took some of the nasal out of it and made it prettier. And then on some things I wasn't sure about because the whole thing can get jumbled, I would ask other people on set who were from Boston. Like my driver every morning was like a union guy, like just a
Right.
dad who did this for fun. And I'd be like, read these lines and let me hear what it sounds like.
Really?
And I would just get help from local union guys, Teamsters, police officers, cops, MMA fighters. There's a lot of dudes on set.
I love the resources you use to really get that Boston accent in.
What guy wouldn't want? Like a girl in a tight
Sure.
dress is like, can you help me? Like,
Right.
what guy's gonna say no?
Now, you have a writing background as well. Can you talk to me about how that may have helped inform your performance as Sissy?
Well, you know, you want to honor this woman, and I didn't want her as a woman playing another woman. I didn't want to make her one-dimensional, and I didn't want her to ever just be this ranting, raving psycho because women don't want to see that anymore, and it doesn't do a service to anything.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted her to have some levels and to be multifaceted, and I wanted her to have softness when necessary because if she's up here ranting all the time, you're going to get tired of her.
Right.
So I wanted her to be complex as women are.